Good morning, boys and girls. Today is Wednesday, April 22nd, 2020. So I'm just going to kind of go through what you should be working on today. So today for word study, you're going to continue working on the vocabulary words, picking a word from our read aloud book and saying what type of word it is, the definition, a sentence it's used in, and if you can upload a picture showing that word, that would be great. And then for math, we're doing 11.3. So like I said before, we're kind of skipping a little bit of chapter 11, and we're going to be starting at that point because that's something that we can kind of do virtually. Some of the lessons are a little tricky to do over the computer, so we're kind of condensing it a little bit. And it's all about how to use a protractor. So it's a tool that we use to measure angles. And I know a lot of you probably don't have a protractor, so that's okay. We kind of made it so that you can learn how to use one even if you don't have one. So you'll be able to actually like see a picture of a protractor and be able to read it to measure the degrees of an angle. So don't worry about not having the right tool. You won't need it for the lesson. That's okay. And for the math lesson, I did attach a bonus video just kind of showing you guys how you can measure and draw angles using a protractor. But again, you're not going to need a protractor. That was just kind of like to show you guys how it's used and kind of for fun. But definitely watch the lesson, watch the video, do the exit slip that's attached as your assignment, and you should be going on Think Central as well and completing the questions I assign on there. If you want to go on Math Games and Freckle, there's some stuff assigned on there as well. So that's it for math. And then for reading today, you need to listen to read aloud of chapter 8 in The Lightning Thief. Please listen to the read aloud first before you do the reading lesson today, because if you don't, I might accidentally spoil something for you that happens in the book. So there's two things for reading. Read aloud of chapter 8, listen to that first, then listen to the reading lesson, and then there's an assignment attached. The reason being, I want you to do the read aloud first again because in the lesson I mentioned a problem that we saw, but I also mentioned the resolution to the problem, and that might spoil something in the book that hasn't happened yet. So please watch and listen to chapter 8 before you get to the lesson. So that's pretty straightforward. And then for writing today, we're just going to continue working on research notes. So what I did was I just dragged down the lesson from Monday into Wednesday. So it's the same lesson, but if you want to rewatch it, you can. But it's really just continuing to research and take notes. So maybe you only did one resource that you clicked on and took notes on. Do another one today. Do more than one today. You guys need to make sure that you're taking enough notes to be able to write a whole essay and become an expert on whatever your topic is. I'm thinking we'll probably do research next week as well because I want to make sure you guys have enough time to get as much research as you can. So spend today continuing that research, taking notes. I didn't see a lot of people using the research notes document that I made, so I'm assuming some of you must be doing paper pencil. That's fine, just make sure you are taking notes. And if you want to use the research notes document I made, use it so that you don't lose your notes. They'll all be right there. But if you prefer to write them, that's fine. Just make sure you're actually completing it and doing it. Because you don't want to end up to that point where it's time to write the essay and you have no notes, you have no research. So make sure that you're doing your research. So I think that's pretty much it. So we have math, reading, writing, word study today. If you have any questions, you guys know, private message me. Make sure you're getting everything completed and done and handed in. And so that brings us to today's question of the day. So today's question is, if I could visit a place in a book, I would pick dot dot dot. So what's a place in a book that you would like to visit? A book that you've read or maybe you've heard of. And if you're having trouble thinking of a book, maybe even like a movie, something that you've seen that would be really cool to visit and be a part of it. So you could even pick The Lightning Thief, and say like maybe you want to go visit Camp Half Blood. That'd be a cool place to visit, right? So if I could visit a place in a book, I would probably pick Hogwarts from Harry Potter. I think it would be really cool because it'd be fun to be a wizard and get to take like wizard classes and have a wand and get to have like a cool pet and stay in the dorms and see all the magic, and I think it'd be a really cool place to see. So that's where I'd pick. I'd probably go to Hogwarts in one of the Harry Potter books. So tell me below in the comments, where would you like to visit in a book? And if you're having trouble, maybe even a movie. All right, so have a good rest of your day, guys. If you have questions about anything, let me know, reach out, work hard, keep up the great work, and I will talk to you guys later. Have a good day.